Hi everyone, I'm back today with my 10 rules for stellar startup project management. Master these skills and you will be unstoppable. And we're going to do this in 3 minutes or less. So let's get started. Rule number 1, always ask the question. This means surveying your team, surveying your client, asking questions when you don't understand. Be a continual learner. Rule number 2, practice some variation of Scrum. It doesn't have to be by the book, but keep a backlog. Have a regular stand-up. Do some variation of sprint planning, sprint review, retrospective. Take your learnings and move them forward. Rule number 3, know your capacity. Now, many people think this is quite complicated, and many more actually believe it's impossible, but I promise you it's not. Rule number 4, use project management tools and Slack. And use them correctly. Yes, there is a wrong way to use them. Learn how to use them efficiently and they will reward you. Rule number 5, know your team. This means having an org chart, having job descriptions, having clear job responsibilities and expectations, and of course, knowing your team members' strengths and weaknesses. Rule number 6, and this one's my favorite, say no and be realistic. Now, as a project manager, you're really looked at as the voice of reality. You're the one who sees all the different pieces of the puzzle, so people are looking to you to say whether or not something is feasible. And it's absolutely okay and expected of you to say no at times. Be realistic. Rule number 7, be an expert problem solver. Now, part of this comes with time, but be that person who always has an alternative plan. Be that person who, no matter what is thrown at you, nothing can throw you off because you always have a creative solution. Rule number 8, have a personality. There's nothing worse than that Debbie Downer or Negative Nancy style project manager who just sits at their computer and types all day and complains. Project management doesn't have to be that. Be that facilitator, be that communicator who gets out there and engages people and starts conversations. Rule number 9, iterate. Now, this may be the buzzword of the last 5 years, but it's so important to keep in mind. We have to continue learning and we have to keep moving that forward. So don't become complacent here. And rule number 10, just do it. Sometimes we just have to take that leap. We have to get away from our fears and just go out there and do it. And certainly in startup, this is an important lesson to learn. We don't have time to sit around and hem and haw about this or that. Sometimes we just have to do it. And this is where the greatest opportunities and greatest lessons lie. And that's it. I'll see you next time.